Hello everybody, welcome to this amazing game of queue times, where I sit here and enjoy the 10-minute queue that I am set to suffer. This is why I don't play ranked anymore. Not only that, but I have problems on the side, but this is a key factor. It makes this impossible to enjoy, but I'm here to also debunk the other, or maybe prove it, the other thing that's going on with this, and it's the fact that you can get counterpicked again, which happened at the very beginning of this season, and it's happening now apparently, but I haven't been in Duel for a very long time, so we're gonna give it a shot. If I get a god, I'm probably gonna go Artemis, just to be Artemis. If not, I'm gonna go Cupid. I just don't know what to do anymore. Every time this timer hit 4 minutes, I quit. I cannot stand 10 minutes. This is 10 minutes every day for every game I want to play. For me, it's not fun anymore. 10 minutes. 10 minutes! Ugh! Alright, here we are. We're going to debunk it. I get first pick, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of gods I know I don't want to fight, which Habwa is, well, Kali is actually going to be the big one, so we're getting rid of Kali, just because. And then we're going to go ahead and get rid, oh, he got rid of the Holy. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that Kronos, because I don't want, he's a dick. Then we gotta get rid of the Habwa, because he's also a massive dick. Then again, I could no. Habwa, goodbye. Then we're gonna pick Artemis, and if it says I'm picking, this sucks. Because he can on Muzenkov, and that's no good. That just sucks. Stuttering. My brain, it's not here. Still. I'll find it. Had a moderately bad weekend, but we'll talk about that later. I mean, it was good and it was bad. It's a bittersweet weekend. Okay. Artemis. Seems like that rumor is not true. We'll go ahead and continue to play. Might have been already fixed. People said the counter picks were real. So they must not be happening anymore. Well, waiting the 10 minutes is still ridiculous. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this amazing game of Artemis versus Chiron. Okay, we're gonna give it a shot. Haven't played Duel in forever, but I do know for a fact that our wonderful item of Golden Bow has been buffed. Now, with Chiron being a thing, I don't necessarily need beads, but Sprint will definitely get me out of a sticky situation. Getting 1-2-1. I don't need the traps too much, but setting some traps around will definitely help later game. My clear should be moderately good, actually better than what it was before, because this game is very lovely and has decided to reward me with, you know, fanciness. Alright, so I don't think I beat Chiron that bad to lane, did I? I don't see him in there either. Ow! Jerk! Stop it! Stop it! Ah, that damage though. What does he have? Bluestone? Bluestone going into Transcendence. That's an odd build. It'll help with his clear. That was awkward. So I get a good clear off that. Definitely an easy clear off the back row. I had to use one of my healing potions already. Real shame. Oh, well, I healed completely up. Lose a little bit of gold. I can't choose to go for red buff yet. I'm too weak for red buff, honestly. And let's see if I can get a good few shots on him. Oh, got that on him. That'll work. Ooh, missed. So this is where we're going to start setting traps, but I'm got to be very conservative with my mana. Need to get as many minions into the tower range, have the tower hit it as much as I can, make him lose as much gold as possible. He has meditation, meaning his sustain forever and ever and ever will be always better. So again, he wasted his whole kit on me, which is fine. Not worried about it. And because of my AoE clear, he dashed out, which means he has no initiation. We're taking red. He could potentially ult for this, which is definitely a thing he can do. I see it coming, like I just foresee it happening. Or not. Did he give it up? I don't even know where he went. If he just ulted that, I would have been in a lot of trouble. I guess, okay. I'll take whatever I can get. Definitely. So, the problem with 10-minute queues is either you get someone way above you or way below you, and I am sick of whatever it gives me. I always just get an opponent I don't want to fight. Someone who's just learning in qualifiers. Or the top grandmaster I've ever fought, always playing Kali. I'm just sick of Kali, to be honest. I don't ban her. I have actually started banning her because she is cancerous to my life. Even if I can beat the Kali can backdoor the living balls out of me. It was a final lesson to be had. Now, unfortunately, with Golden Bow, if he stands near the tower, it'll stop all my pressure I can apply. Again, I also have to be very conservative with my mana. Apparently with my health too. Taking quite a bit of damage here. I have nothing I can do. Red's down. I already own it. The only other thing I could potentially do is grab blue buff, but even then I kind of want it. If he goes to steal it, I'll stop him, but still. Bluestone on a hunter for duel is not that strong of an idea. It's very weak because Transcendence is an expensive item in and of itself. Very powerful, but very expensive. Alright, so we got like half his life. He had to use potions, and him getting close to the tower, definitely painful. Because again, the tower pressure comes when you hit the tower and, you know, fancy jazz. But when you hit the tower and he happens to be a massive jerk and stand next to it, tower targets you, which makes you take a good 133 damage approximately-ish. Alright, let's see how much damage you want to take. Okay. Just gonna go ahead and apply that right there. One more wave, most likely gonna back... red buff's gonna come back on the next wave. But I've got the advantage as long as I don't use any... Oh. Using that mana, though. Using everything to engage on me. Uh-oh. That's troublesome for me. Half-life. Very, very scary. Could initiate on this. I'm waiting on cooldowns. If he comes at me, I'll ult. He'll ult, likely. Alright, he's out. He knows better. He knows better. You could definitely tell he knew that I could have Tuskied, I could have done quite a bit there. So we're just going to take what we can get. Only... Again, I don't think he's going to contest it. He could just ult, like, over the wall ults. Nope. Could just ult. He royally goofed. Alright, I'll take it. I will take that. Any day. So I don't want the power boots, I want attack speed boots, because that's what I need right now. I need forms of attack speed. And now that I dropped it, I have 30 seconds to go pick it back up from when it dropped, which means I'm running really low on that time. Doubt I'm going to make it and defend. Yeah, didn't make it. Tusky for damage, because the stun duration's always the same. That's therein the truth. So I think leveling Tusky third will help me out. It does deal a hefty ton though. Oh no, stun duration does go up. I didn't notice. That's very rare that something like that awesome stuff never mind, I'm gonna level Tusky. Come on, bro, you wanna fight me? You know you do. Your ult's down, by the way. Oh yeah, your ult is down. Ow, jerk. Why'd you do it? Look, you're being a massive jerk. Stop it. He knows. He's waiting on that Tusky to come out. Not gonna give it to him. I need to get devs, though. That's gonna be my source of damage compared to his Transcendence. Though I don't get mana, I do get lifesteal, which he'll most likely be going for Aussie. I'm gonna go for Valor. What Valor's gonna do is give me the cooldowns to Tusky more often, and that is a game changer for me. And, well, for this entire game. Because cooldowns can mean the difference between, you know, winning the fight or not, because being able to engage, okay, more often. Damn, just so scared. He won't ever commit to a fight. He's too scared. I don't want to reveal that I'm getting defense next. That changes how he might play. I know he'll get lifesteal of sorts, and he does deal a ton of damage with those sets of skills. But damn, I need to set some traps in the middle of the lane, or I'm not gonna get anywhere. Yeah, it's gonna be slow on that power curve, but it's gonna be worth it. Just gonna throw some randomly in the middle. Go ahead, touch it. Touch it. Touch my trap. Ooh. You know you want to touch my ooh la la. Oh, what the hell? Okay, 6 seconds. That's gonna be a free 300 damage. Yep. 100 for the... He's likely gonna... Oh, no. Gonna let me go.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Ooh. I need that Valor now. That damage he's dealing is too good, and I can't necessarily engage properly, because Transcendence power curve is so strong, he's actually gonna get the red buff. But the protections should about half, maybe a little less than half his damage to me. Whether I was able to get this or not, I'm gonna get a weakening, because that's going to make that meditation of his slightly useless. I'm just gonna place some traps everywhere. Oh, he got beats! And that's why I need Valor. See, the damage is high, and if I didn't have the defense, I would die a lot faster. I need that weakening, though. I also need money to... Oh god, he's gonna come stop me doing this. What the... Come on, damn it. And damn it, phone, shut up. Don't be beeping while I'm recording. That's not nice. That's rude. So rude. Such a rude Artemis. Like, Artemis doesn't even understand how rude she's being. Oh, he got the fire. Shit, I'm taking any hits. Bad idea.
Get out of this.
Alright, so he's out. As long as I get rid of minions, it'll be okay. The damage he deals, very minimal. Do need... There we go. Do need Valor 100%. Get hastened and weakening. He doesn't deal much without minions. It's because his damage is half to the tower. And my tower's just about back up. And his dash is now down. So I could potentially fight back. Especially since I can heal off this and I have tons more protections. He did wipe the... Oh! No, you're not gonna touch me. Not gonna touch it. Okay, his blue should be up. I don't think he took his blue. Nope. Free blue. Thank you. I'll heal that damage up real good, I like. Alright. I can get a few good shots in on him. Oh, there's even a red buff. Just need a few lucky crits. Come on! Damn it! Nope, you're dead. He got the red, but overcommitted, and there go my frames. Jesus! Alright, so that will be tower for him, even though he got the fire giant. He did not follow up on the... Well, it's actually a couple of teams, but... Whatever, he didn't follow up on it, right? And it boned him. So that's free tower. If I can get it. Holy crap. I should be able to. Come on. There we go. Don't play with my heart, game. Don't play with my heart. I didn't even use my actives.
Middle enemy tower.
There we go. So again, he can dive this, do what he wants. He did get defenses, so we're going to get Titan's Bane to go right through it. He doesn't have pens, so again, he's just going to take a little bit of damage. He can't take it. It's too tanky, and he took half his life. I have Valor, so I can use spells a lot more frequently. His ult is down. My Tuskie's already almost back up, and he's already got to run. Alright, what that means is since he had to back off, Fire Giant is mine. Unless it's not up for some reason. Thank you, game. You're the best. He took it forever ago, or has it not been that long? Alright, whatever. You can have it. So we're gonna go ahead and get Hasten Fatalis. That'll help me with my attack speed game. We'll eventually swap Golden Bow for Deathbringer. Because, you know, that's always fun. Now it came back? Are you serious? Can't tell if he warded. But I want him to come check fire. Damn it. Ah, shoot. He already used his ability, so we'll take the heal. Try to get him. I really did. So with that being said, I should be able to take the Fire Demon then, right? Nope, too much damage, too much damage. Not enough hasten. Need that hasten though. Need that attack speed. Deathbringer's gonna spike my damage, and he's likely gonna go for it, which will only deactivate my tower yet again. He's getting the Titan's Bane, so he can go through my defenses. Again, I'm a step ahead with what we've got. I don't care if he gets it. Again, it's only tower, but it does prevent me from getting for his Phoenix. So it's a huge play if he just gets it. But we'll see how long his Phoenix lasts if he's still going for it. He's still going for it. Is it worth it? Oh! Ah, what a shame.
Darkness.
If only I had my Hasten Fatalis like I was playing like I had it, but I royally messed that up. I thought I could go run around him, but I was moving slow as molasses. But again, him getting that, I still dealt plenty of damage to it. I do have Valor. I'll return, save my Phoenix. Tower is not a big deal, and him using Fire Giant to get Tower, again, I feel it's a waste. But it protects his Phoenix. But again, because he did that, his Phoenix was not protected as well as it could have been. Alright, so he's dashing out. Again, this comes down to if I can get him in this fight or the next. Because if he backs off all the way to this tower, you know, again, I'm going to dive him in 6 seconds with Tusky to get that Phoenix. That is what's going to happen. Now, I have hastened. You don't, kiddo. What are you going to do? You can't possibly better backtrack than I could. Especially with me poking at you, and I've got Golden Bow. If you stand near those minions, I'm going to hurt you. Again, just a very unfortunate moment where I have to get that Phoenix. Oh, there we go.
Your team has destroyed a
So
enemy
close.
Phoenix.
Now, as much as I want blue, I actually need red. Because we're going to swap out Golden Bow for Deathbringer, and then Deathbringer with a red buff. Damage will be insanely high, but I needed to prevent him from having any kind of buffs. Every number really helps. Plus, money is a thing. And again, making that one mistake, I could have had Phoenix a lot faster, but you know, for my brain not being here, I'm not doing that bad, but I'm not doing that good either. Okay, so I own everything. I can sell Golden Bow for Deathbringer, which will increase actually how many crits I've been getting along with my damage, and then on top of that we'll just go ahead and grab this. I actually do want to ward up. Helps me get vision of where he's at. I don't want to ward the middle lane. But he ran into a trap. I don't know what trap I placed that he ran into, but he definitely hit it. Probably right in front of his base. Now I did a fanciful amount of damage to him. That is a shame. I'm like expecting them all to die together.
Eyes out.
Oh, you're trying to have that, huh? No, thank you. And the poke game's gonna be real here. He doesn't have a golden bow to defend, so if I get in there, he's likely gonna take some good damage. As long as the fire titan thing walks back and I don't walk in, all this damage is kind of guaranteed. It does not heal. Phoenix is about halfway. I gotta conserve mana. I did not buy any mana potions for this, so we just gotta wait. Not cast anything on minions if I can help it. Try to engage on him when I can. Get him to back off. And begin. Long as... I'll go ahead and set that trap there so he can't... Conserving my mana. And we're going in. I think... Yep, killed me. Shame. And his Phoenix is gonna come back by the time I come back, so I'm gonna have to rush it. Got impatient. I also got too greedy diving for him, but he can't make a push. 17 seconds, I'll be back before then. I need mana potions, because that's gonna be huge. Now I could go for Titan, or Fire Giant, but I'm gonna go for Phoenix. Tusky should be up by the time I get all the way over there. He's most likely gonna make the push for Fire Giant and lose his Phoenix in return. But unless he can make the push to my Phoenix, him having Fire Giant means absolutely nothing. He did end up swapping out for Spectral Armor, which will assist him when it comes to the roots and the stun of Tusky, as it does reduce that by an amount. So I do have fire minions, which he'll have trouble clearing, which means it's a free clear for me on this Phoenix. He's not even here. Wow, really? Okay. Oh, you got Fire Giant? Look at me, I'm just taking your Phoenix.
Nice work,
Was not worth it for you, sir.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix.
Like, hitting him with lifesteal, not a huge deal. I'll wait for the next wave. Do have mana potions, so we'll just stay around and lifesteal off minions. The Spectral Armor is not good, only because, sure, it prevents me from lifestealing from him. Oh, I have to wait for one more set of minions. It prevents me from lifestealing from him, but it doesn't prevent me from lifestealing from anything else. Which means all of his minions become vital sources of life for me. And I hope he knows that. Really? Really, Tusks? Really? You're just gonna stand there. You're doing that good of a job. We're all level 20, so it's not like this game's gonna get much easier for him. Alright, got his beads. Again, mana potions. The moment he backs, I'm just gonna start hitting up his frickin'. So I hit him with anti-lifesteal. Nope, that cost him the game. He didn't make the shot that counted, which would have saved him. Because if he kills me while in the ultimate, which I think he had enough power to do so. Unfortunately, Chiron falls off that scale of being very high tier as a hunter only because he doesn't have any control other than the kickback on Giddy Up. He does have that anti-death ultimate, but it's not that good. Thank you everybody for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, good game. Hello everybody, welcome to the end screen where we talk about builds and how they work. Honestly, I've really dropped out of ranked games in general only because of 10-minute queues, and that 10-minute queue just doesn't put you up against with people around your skill level. Either I fight people who just aren't prepared for, duel in any way or trying to have fun, or I fight people who play only the top tier gods, try their goddamn hardest, so it's really hard for me to enjoy a mode that is only in ranked when I really would like it to be in casuals. But the big thing here is that duel to me is broken. Because there's either not enough people playing, or they did something where you just can't queue with anybody around your skill level. Like, I guess either there are people on the lower end of the scale or the very high end, but there's nobody in the middle. And I don't know why. I don't know why queues can't be under 5 minutes. So because of that, you have not seen these games. Because of that, I do apologize. But it is what it is. And until HiRez fixes this problem, I don't see me playing this anymore. Only because it's not fun. It's not fun to wait 10 minutes. I've made the argument. I'll put a link in the description. But, it's not fun. This game mode is not fun to wait 10 minutes of not playing to, and it's like you just don't get those amazing fun fights anymore like you used to. You get only the top tier plays. This reminds me of Season 1 when, there were only like 4 viable gods. In Season 2, yes, it was swung in certain people's meta for the beginning and at the end, but here, it's the Hunter meta. And, Hunter Assassin. It's Kali or a Hunter, essentially. Because you can ban out all the mages that are worthwhile, and then essentially you're left with Kali. Unless you ban Kali, then you let one of the Hunters through. It's truly a shame. I would hope to see something along the lines of either, more balance, which you won't see, or maybe 5-minute queues. And I'll have more fun with that, because I have problems waiting 10 minutes every game, every day of my life. It's literally killing me. Anyways, so going over the builds and how they work, essentially Artemis starting with the golden bow allows her to utilize her passive with the crits, and that's an AoE effect that helps you clear. But when you get to the end game, golden bow is not that grand of an item other than for a defensive stance. If you are finding yourself at the short end of the stick, make sure that you have a golden bow to clear those fire minions as fast as you possibly can. However, if you are on the patrol and you are pushing forth, get a Deathbringer. This will spike your damage enough that you could kill the enemy god no problem. Even if they have an Nemean, don't worry about it. Pile right into them. My opponent did not get any sprint, so he was very vulnerable to curse. Had I picked up Frostbound, I kind of would have been cancerous to him, and I would have felt really, really bad. Spectral armor is not that great. What it is good for is the crowd control reduction. That's fine, but you're still going to get hit really hard for, the other 75% duration of my crowd control. In fact, you do not want to take any crowd control, which is why purification beads, well, it's not beads anymore, it's just purification, is very important. Meditation is a good active, but against weakening curse it is affected. Therefore, if you're trying to pull out that, oh look, I have extra health, but I pulled out the, oh look, you can't heal as much, it bones that active completely. And plus, you do not have sprint. You cannot cleanse the slow without Winged Blade, so you're put in a sticky situation. Devour Gauntlets, to me, is more worthwhile when you're ahead, because having Transcendence is too expensive, especially with that Bluestone start. You went Transcendence into Aussie. The reason Transcendence boots Aussie is such a good combination is because of the 15 pen on Aussie. It works like a Kaival. When I do my Kaival starts, it's that 10 pen that really makes the difference. Early game, that means everything. However, because I was ahead, I picked up Breastplate of Valor. And what that did was prevented him from using Aussie to its potential and killing me really quick. Therefore, my cheaper build with the Ninja Tabbies, Golden Bow, and Devourer's Gauntlets, I already had my lifesteal, I had AoE clear, I had just a bit more than he did without requiring a high usage of mana. Then, as I got my Valor, he had to start working on Titan's Bane, which I then also worked on Titan's Bane, without him having any defense. By the time he buys defense, I had my utility of Hasten Fatalis, which allows me to move and attack much faster. And because he went with Spectral Armor, Deathbringer came online, which allowed me to deal an additional 40% with my criticals, and I believe Artemis has 15% base critical chance from her passive, making this a 35% crit chance. That's stupid. It's powerful. It might as well be the new Rage. The reason I don't get Rage anymore, Rage is useless now. Because they nerfed its kind of base critical chance, and you have to build for it, is not worth it, even if they did drop its cost. What made Rage worth it was the fact that you could get a very high amount of crit chance with little effort. You started with 30 and only took a couple of shots to guarantee that next crit. However, now because it's 10% less, you have to take an extra shot to get that crit ready. It doesn't seem to do as much as it used to, so we're stuck with that. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I always suggest, if you do go meditation, be very careful with what your opponent can do. For Artemis in an example, Purification is needed for Tusky, but because I got Valor, you also need to keep in mind that if I get Weakening Curse, your meditation is boned. So you kind of had to keep in mind that somebody can counterplay that meditation. Honestly, I would have gotten Sunder if he didn't have meditation, and he could have gotten Sprint and been a little more defensive. He was very defensive in the beginning, was very smart to be aggressive when he knew to be. Otherwise, I was able to just take advantage of Tusky, even though I missed Tusky a couple times. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, good game.